Did you know that vitamin deficiency could be the real cause of your weakness and leg cramps? Many older people think it's normal to feel weak, but this can get worse over time. Today, I'm going to show you the 7 most important vitamins for ending this problem and protecting your health. As we age, our bodies lose their ability to absorb the right nutrients. And no matter how well you eat, if these vitamins are not present or are poorly absorbed, your muscles weaken and cramps appear. But the good news is that with the right foods and the right care, you can avoid all of this. In today's video, you'll understand how these 7 vitamins work in your body and what to do to keep your legs from getting even weaker. Let's start with the first vitamin. Vitamin D, essential for bones and muscles. Have you ever felt that cramp that comes out of nowhere and makes you jump out of bed? One of the reasons may be a lack of vitamin D. It is one of the most important vitamins for keeping your muscles working properly and your legs strong. And it's not just talk. Without it, your body can't absorb calcium efficiently, and calcium is essential for your muscles to contract and relax as they should. Vitamin D is like the team leader. It ensures that calcium goes where it's needed, helping to keep bones strong and muscles ready for movement. And that's not all. It also plays an important role in communication between nerves and muscles. When you decide to move, your brain sends an electrical signal that travels through your nerves and reaches your muscles. Without enough vitamin D, this communication can break down, and that's when cramps can strike. But how do you get vitamin D? The simplest way is by getting some sun. Your body is a veritable vitamin D factory when your skin is exposed to sunlight. But that's not always easy. In some places, the sun doesn't shine much, and in others, the hustle and bustle of everyday life means you spend more time indoors. In addition, the use of sunscreen and even your skin tone can influence vitamin D production. So, in addition to the sun, it's a good idea to get this vitamin from your diet. Fatty fish such as salmon and tuna are great sources. Eggs, liver, and fortified foods such as milk and cereals also help. And if you find that you're not getting enough, a supplement may be a solution. But don't just start taking one on your own. It's best to talk to a healthcare professional. Signs that you may be low in vitamin D include frequent cramps, muscle pain, weakness, fatigue, and even mood problems. It sounds simple, but making sure you get enough vitamin D is a giant step toward keeping your legs strong and cramp-free. Now let's talk about the second vitamin. But first, take a moment to check if you're already subscribed to our channel. We always have new videos with tips and natural recipes to help you get rid of leg pain and get back to an active life. Continuing. 2. Calcium, the strengthener of bones and muscles. When you think of calcium, milk is probably the first thing that comes to mind. But calcium is much more than just a mineral for your bones. It is a key component in keeping your muscles functioning properly and preventing those cramps that seem to come out of nowhere, especially after a tiring day or during the night. Calcium is like a messenger inside your body. Whenever you decide to move, whether it's lifting a leg, taking a step, or even smiling, your nerves send signals to your muscles, and that's where calcium comes in. It helps these signals reach their destination, ensuring that your muscles contract and relax at the right time. When calcium is lacking, this communication can break down, and cramps are one of the first ways your body lets you know. But calcium doesn't work alone. To be properly absorbed, it needs other vitamins, such as vitamin D. Without it, the calcium you consume may end up being wasted. So, there's no point in drinking gallons of milk or eating lots of cheese if your body doesn't have enough vitamin D to process that calcium. In addition to keeping your muscles in shape, calcium is essential for bone health. Our bones are like a large calcium store, and the body draws on this mineral whenever there is a greater need. If you don't consume enough calcium, your body starts to steal it from your bones to keep your muscles and other organs functioning. In the long run, this can lead to problems such as osteoporosis. So how can you make sure you're getting enough calcium? The best way is to include foods rich in this mineral in your diet. In addition to traditional milk and cheese, you can count on yogurt, dark green vegetables such as broccoli and spinach, sardines, which have calcium in their bones, tofu, and even almonds. These foods are not only sources of calcium, but also have other nutrients that will make your muscles and bones healthier. If you follow a diet that is low in calcium, such as a vegan diet for example, or if you have difficulty digesting dairy products, it is even more important to keep an eye on this nutrient. In some cases, calcium supplements may be an option, but always under the guidance of a healthcare professional. The signs that your body needs more calcium can vary. In addition to cramps, you may experience muscle pain, weak nails, and even dental problems. And if you are exercising more intensely or starting to experience cramps more often, it's a good time to consider whether your calcium intake is adequate. Remember, keeping your calcium levels up is not just a matter of bone health. It also ensures that your muscles are ready for any challenge, whether it's a walk, a workout at the gym, or simply staying cramp-free. Did you know that? Let us know where you're watching this video by writing your country in the comments. That way, we can get to know our audience better. 3. Vitamin B12. Energy for muscles and nerves. Have you heard that vitamin B12 is important for energy? That's true, but its role goes far beyond that. Vitamin B12 is essential for the functioning of the nervous system and, of course, for keeping your muscles healthy and free from cramps. Without it, your body runs out of fuel, your nerves may not function properly, and this can even affect your leg muscles. But what exactly does vitamin B12 do? It is responsible for helping to form red blood cells, which are the cells that carry oxygen throughout the body. The more oxygen your muscles receive, the better they function. When B12 levels are low, oxygen transport is impaired and your muscles begin to suffer. This can cause weakness, tingling, and even those annoying cramps. B12 is also essential for nerve health. It helps maintain the protective covering around the nerves, called the myelin sheath. Think of the myelin sheath as a coating that protects nerve fibers, ensuring that electrical signals are transmitted efficiently. Without enough B12, these signals can slow down or get interrupted, which can result in muscle pain and cramps. But where can you find vitamin B12? It is a vitamin that comes almost exclusively from animal sources. This means that meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products are the main sources. For those who follow a vegan diet, getting enough vitamin B12 can be a challenge, as it is not naturally present in vegetables. In these cases, fortified foods, such as some plant-based milks and supplements, are essential. If you are experiencing frequent cramps, muscle weakness, tingling in your hands and feet, or a constant feeling of tiredness, it may be a sign that your body is asking for more vitamin B12. This is especially common in people who have absorption problems, such as those with chronic gastritis, intestinal diseases, or who use medications that affect the stomach. An interesting fact is that our bodies store B12 in the liver, and these stores can last for several years. But that doesn't mean you don't need to worry. If your diet is low in B12 for a long time, symptoms of deficiency can appear suddenly and be quite uncomfortable. If you think you're not getting enough B12, the best way to fix this is by adjusting your diet. Include eggs in your breakfast, a piece of fish or meat in your meals, and if you're vegan, choose fortified foods or talk to your doctor about supplements. Keeping your vitamin B12 levels up ensures that your muscles get the energy they need to function properly and that your nerves continue to send the right signals. Remember, having strong, cramp-free legs isn't just about exercise. It's also about making sure you're fueling your muscles with the right nutrients, and vitamin B12 is a key piece of that puzzle. 4. Magnesium, the natural muscle relaxant. Magnesium is like that friend who always calms things down. For your muscles, it's the guy who keeps everything relaxed and under control. Without enough magnesium, muscles can become tense and contracted, which is practically an invitation for cramps to appear. But what exactly does magnesium do? It's a mineral that helps regulate nerve impulses and muscle contractions. Whenever you move, your brain sends electrical signals to your muscles, telling them to contract and relax. Magnesium ensures that these signals are transmitted smoothly and that, after contraction, the muscle can relax properly. Without it, muscles can become stuck, leading to pain and cramps. Interestingly, magnesium also helps maintain the balance of other minerals, such as calcium and potassium. When these minerals are out of balance, the risk of cramps increases. Magnesium acts as a kind of mediator, ensuring that all minerals work in harmony. But how can you ensure you're getting enough magnesium? Fortunately, it is found in many common foods. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, avocados, and even dark chocolate are good sources of magnesium. If you already have a balanced diet, you are probably already consuming magnesium. But if your diet is low in vegetables and oilseeds, you may be missing out on this important mineral. Magnesium deficiency does not appear overnight. Symptoms start subtly, with mild cramps, tingling, fatigue, and even mood swings. But if ignored, these signs can worsen and even lead to more serious problems such as muscle weakness, tremors, and irregular heartbeat. If you exercise regularly, magnesium is even more important. During exercise, you lose magnesium through sweat, and if you don't replenish it enough, cramps can occur more easily. Therefore, it's always a good idea to include magnesium-rich foods in your diet, especially if you have an active routine. For those who have difficulty getting magnesium from food alone, supplements may be an option. But it's always good to remember that overdoing magnesium isn't good either. In large amounts, it can cause diarrhea and other digestive problems. Ultimately, keeping your magnesium levels up is like ensuring your muscles are always ready to work, without any unpleasant surprises. It is your ally against cramps and the secret to keeping your legs strong and healthy. 5. Potassium. Balance and healthy muscle contraction. If your body were an orchestra, potassium would be the conductor. It is the mineral that ensures everything works in harmony, especially when it comes to muscles. Potassium is essential for fluid balance in the body and for the transmission of signals between nerves and muscles. Without it, your muscles can contract uncontrollably, and that's when cramps appear. Potassium works in partnership with sodium. While sodium stays outside the cells, potassium stays inside. Together, they create a kind of natural battery that generates the electrical signals needed for muscles to contract and relax. But when there is too little potassium, this balance is disrupted and the signals become confused. The result? Cramps and muscle weakness. But what can cause a potassium deficiency? There are several reasons. Sweating a lot during exercise is one of them. Since potassium is lost through sweat, people who engage in intense physical activity may end up with low levels. Another reason may be a diet low in fruits and vegetables, which are the main sources of potassium, and in some cases, the use of certain medications, such as diuretics, can also reduce potassium in the body. Fortunately, it's easy to ensure you get enough potassium in your diet. Bananas are the best-known source, but there are many others. Potatoes, oranges, watermelon, spinach, avocados, and coconut water are all great options. Including these foods in your daily diet is a simple way to keep your muscles healthy and free from cramps. If you experience cramps frequently, especially after physical activity, it is a good idea to check whether you are consuming enough potassium. And if you notice other signs, such as weakness, extreme tiredness, or even irregular heartbeat, it is even more important to pay attention. Another interesting point is that potassium isn't just good for your muscles. It also helps maintain healthy blood pressure by counterbalancing the effects of sodium in the body. So, by ensuring you're getting enough potassium, you're not only protecting your legs but also taking care of your heart health. For those who eat a balanced diet, it is usually easy to reach the recommended daily amount of potassium. But if you think you're not getting enough, supplements may be an option. However, too much potassium can also be dangerous, so always talk to a healthcare professional before taking any supplements. Ultimately, keeping your potassium levels up ensures that your muscles receive the right signals to contract and relax at the right time. It's the difference between a strong, healthy leg and a leg that causes you to suffer from cramps. 6. Vitamin K, protecting your bones and muscles. You've probably heard of vitamin K because of its role in blood clotting, but what you may not know is that it's also a great ally in keeping your bones strong and your muscles functioning properly. Vitamin K is like a kind of security guard for the body. It ensures that calcium goes to the right place, the bones, and doesn't circulate uncontrollably in the blood. Let's explain it simply. When you consume calcium, it needs to be directed correctly. Vitamin K does this by activating proteins that bind calcium to the bones, strengthening them. This is important because strong bones are the foundation for healthy muscles, and when bones are weak, pain and cramps can occur more easily. In addition, vitamin K plays a role in muscle health because it aids circulation. Good circulation ensures that your muscles receive the nutrients and oxygen they need to function properly. When blood flow is efficient, the risk of cramps decreases, and your muscles recover faster after exercise. But where can you find vitamin K? There are two main types: vitamin K1, which is found in dark green vegetables such as spinach, broccoli, kale, and lettuce, and vitamin K2, which is found in animal products such as eggs, cheese, and fermented foods such as natto, a Japanese dish. Both types are important for your body. If you eat a diet rich in green vegetables, you're probably already getting a good amount of vitamin K1. But if your diet is low in these foods, it's a good idea to be aware. Vitamin K deficiency can lead to clotting problems, weaker bones, and even increase the risk of cramps. And don't worry about overdoing it. Unlike other vitamins, vitamin K is not usually toxic in excess, as the body has the ability to regulate its levels. However, if you take anticoagulant medications such as warfarin, it is important to talk to your doctor before increasing your vitamin K intake, as it may interfere with the action of these medications. Keeping your vitamin K levels up ensures that the calcium you consume goes where it's needed, strengthening your bones and helping your muscles work efficiently. It's a vitamin that often goes unnoticed, but it's essential for keeping your legs strong and cramp-free. Want strong, healthy legs? Then don't forget about this vitamin that seems simple, but plays a huge role in your health. 7. Vitamin B6, the key to nerve and muscle function. Vitamin B6 is like your body's multitasker. It's involved in dozens of essential processes, including taking care of your muscles. Without enough vitamin B6, your muscles can become weak, and cramps can become a constant problem. But what exactly does this vitamin do? First, vitamin B6 is crucial for the functioning of the nervous system. It helps produce neurotransmitters, which are like chemical messages that the brain uses to communicate with the muscles. It is thanks to these neurotransmitters that your muscles know when to contract and relax. Without vitamin B6, this communication can break down, and that's when cramps appear. In addition, vitamin B6 plays an important role in protein metabolism. When you consume protein in your diet, your body breaks it down into amino acids, which are used to build and repair tissue, including muscles. Vitamin B6 helps your body do this efficiently. Without it, your muscles may have trouble recovering after exercise, which increases the risk of soreness and cramps. But where can you find vitamin B6? Fortunately, it is found in many everyday foods. Chicken, fish such as salmon and tuna, potatoes, bananas, and chickpeas are excellent sources. A balanced diet usually provides the necessary amount of vitamin B6. However, people who follow very restrictive diets or have absorption problems may end up with low levels of this vitamin. How can you tell if you are deficient in vitamin B6? The symptoms can be subtle at first. You may experience tingling in your hands and feet, muscle weakness, and even mood swings. In more severe cases, skin problems and anemia may develop. And of course, frequent cramps are a clear sign that something is wrong. If you notice these symptoms and suspect that your diet is not providing enough vitamin B6, it is a good idea to include more foods rich in this vitamin in your diet. In cases of severe deficiency, supplements may be a solution, but always under the guidance of a healthcare professional. Keeping your vitamin B6 levels up ensures that your muscles and nerves work in harmony. It's like making sure that the electrical signals from your brain reach your muscles clearly and efficiently. For those who want strong legs and no cramps, this is a vitamin that cannot be ignored. Remember, sometimes the secret to perfect muscle health lies in small details, such as ensuring your body gets essential nutrients, and vitamin B6 is one of them. So now you know that keeping your legs strong and cramp-free isn't just a matter of training or stretching. The vitamins we've talked about here are like fuel for your muscles to work properly. And the best part is that getting these nutrients in your diet is no mystery. Vitamin D is the starting point, It ensures that calcium is absorbed and that your bones and muscles have the foundation they need. Without it, even if you consume calcium, your body won't be able to use it properly. And speaking of calcium, it's the mineral that keeps your bones strong and your muscles moving. Without enough calcium, your muscles can become weak, and cramps can become a headache. But that's not all. Vitamin B12 is like the energy wire for your muscles and nerves. It ensures that your muscles receive enough oxygen and that the signals between your brain and muscles are clear. And magnesium? It's a natural relaxant. Whenever you move, it ensures that your muscles contract and relax without problems. It's practically a tranquilizer for your legs. Potassium, on the other hand, is balance personified. It works together with sodium to ensure that your muscles receive the right signals and do not contract uncontrollably. Vitamin K protects your bones, ensuring that calcium goes to the right place and helps keep your bone structure strong. And vitamin B6 is the finishing touch. It takes care of your nerves and ensures that your muscles receive the amino acids they need to recover. The truth is that you don't need anything complicated to have strong, healthy legs. A balanced diet rich in all these vitamins and minerals is a great start. If you experience cramps frequently, it may be time to pay attention to what you are eating and consider whether you are getting these essential nutrients. Remember, cramps are your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. It may just be a lack of potassium after a workout or something more serious, such as a vitamin D deficiency. But now you know what to do to keep your legs strong and cramp-free. Take care of your diet, listen to your body, and when you need to, don't be afraid to seek professional help. Your legs deserve the best. We've reached the end of the video. I'll leave a great playlist here on the card with tips to help you improve your leg strength. See you there.